Sarah had just moved into the old building on Elm Street. It was quiet, but she liked the tall windows and the way the evening light painted the walls. She was finally living alone, a fresh start. And you know, that feeling of independence can be pretty great. But that quiet did not last. A new tenant moved in across the hall. His door was almost always left ajar, just a sliver, but never any sound came from inside. Just a thin crack of darkness, and you knew no one else ever went in or out. Then one night, Sarah was taking out the trash, and there he was, standing by his door, motionless. He wore this heavy, dark coat, even though it was not cold. He just stared at the floor. Sarah said hello, but he did not even flinch, did not look up. Just stood there. It gave her the creeps, you know. After that, she started seeing him more. Not doing anything, just being there. Sometimes, as she left her apartment, she would feel this prickle on her neck. She would glance across the hall and catch his reflection in the old hallway mirror just for a second before he would vanish back into his silent apartment. Like he was always watching, always waiting. Then came the knocking, soft, spaced out taps, always late at night, long after everyone else was asleep. It was not at her door, but it seemed to drift from the hall, like someone testing how quietly they could make a sound. Just a little tap, tap, tap. It would drive her crazy. One night, the knocking stopped. Instead, a faint scraping sound came from her door itself. Then, a slow, deliberate rattle of her doorknob. Her heart hammered against her ribs, listening to that metallic click. Someone was gently, persistently trying to get in. She could not just sit there. Trembling, she crept to the peephole. Her breath hitched. Staring directly back, filling that small lens, was his eye. Unblinking. Too close. She could practically feel the coldness of it right through the door. Then a low, guttural whisper pressed against the wood, a stream of garbled sounds she could not understand. It sounded less like words and more like someone struggling to form them, a primal, unnerving sound. Like an animal trying to speak. It made her skin crawl. Sarah called the police, of course. They arrived quickly, and when they finally kicked in his door, the apartment was empty. Just bare walls, a thin layer of dust, and the lingering metallic scent of something old and forgotten, like rust and stale air. The police found no sign of him, no records, nothing. Sarah moved out that week, packed everything and ran. But sometimes, in the dead of night, she still hears those soft taps, and she checks her locks over and over just to be sure. Because some things, you realize, you can never truly lock out.